Hey y'all, and happy almost New Year. As I always say, I'm trying to keep this quick. I'm not on lunch break today, but it's just the fact that I wasn't planning to do this, but it's just on my mind because I was listening to music and I came across Kid Cudi's "Speeding Bullet to Heaven" album. The adventure song just played when I hopped in the car, and I heard some words that I think is very strong and powerful to like move you into the new year, and myself honestly. So it said, accept yourself, accept yourself, exit yourself, access yourself. So um, the words obviously is like a little trick play on words, however, but very straight to the point. So as we begin to set our goals for the new year and all those good things, not just setting goals, but I mean, not just for the new year, but just in life, you just want to take those small steps to reach even bigger goals and just make sure you can see yourself moving forward, right? But as far as the lyrics to the song, the way I feel like that relates to moving into the new year is basically so accept yourself was the first thing he said. ACCEPT, accept yourself. So that's obviously a big deal. So to accept yourself, it's no way you're gonna move forward. It's no way you're gonna be a better person. It's no way you're gonna prove to people that if that's what you set out to do, is you don't have to prove anything to anybody. But a lot of people do set out to prove things to other people, and that's their way of improving themselves, and that's perfectly fine. So in order to do that, though, you have to accept yourself. You have to accept who you are, what you are, the things that you do, and the things that are a part of you. Even if you feel like you're not satisfied with that, I didn't say you had to be okay with it. I just said you had to accept it, at least for now, until you can get up enough acceptance to change that thing. And if it's something that you're perfectly fine with, but you don't accept it because of how other people feel, then that's an easy one. You just let what they say and how they feel go, honestly, and just live to your full potential. Um, it's no reason why you should be afraid to be yourself when it comes to the year. It's not even 2018, it's 2019. Nobody should have a problem with being themselves. So just to keep it short and really quick. So another thing is the other part was accept yourself. So EXCEPT, right? Accept yourself. So make exceptions for yourself. You know how you always say, I'll do this and that for that person, or if you don't say it, I know you hear it. I do this for that person and they won't do anything for me, or why is it that I go the extra mile for people who won't even take a step forward for me? Like those types of things. It's good that you are the type of person that is reliable and dependable, but don't do it to the point where it's hurting you. Make exceptions for yourself. How about that for the new year? Instead of making all these exceptions for people around you, make exceptions for yourself. You know you don't like spending money all the time, but you know you need a pair of shoes. So make that exception for yourself instead of saying, well, I see this person needed this and I want to get this for myself, but I see they need it too. It's not about what they need, it's about what you need. Exit yourself. That's a real big one. So exit yourself. Sometimes we so caught up in what we have not obtained or what we haven't reached or the levels we feel like we haven't made it to yet that we kind of just like get so caught up in our heads that it does more damage than help. People think like being hard on yourself is going to push you forward. It's not. Being soft on yourself and giving yourself a chance and understanding yourself and loving on yourself, that'll push you forward. So exit yourself in the sense of get out of your mind and into your bag. Exit out of those thoughts and those feelings that's basically centering the whole world around you. Because although the world doesn't revolve around you, your world should revolve around you. So basically what I'm saying is exit out of yourself, take a look, like literally see yourself. Like I'm sitting right here on the couch, but I can always see myself. So as I'm sitting here, I'm it's as if I'm looking at myself. So like I'm sitting on this couch, I can obviously see myself on the camera screen, right? But you have to get in a headspace to where you can literally see yourself on a daily basis. Like I broke down crying to my boyfriend about this because I thought I sounded crazy when I told him that it's like two of me, because now when I make, because decision making and things like that is something I always struggle with. So I always thought, well, if I could just learn myself and like learn what I actually like and what I don't like and what feels good to me and what doesn't and what is good for me and what isn't, then I can make better decisions. And I don't know when it happened or how it happened. I just know one day, well, not one day. I don't want to seem like it happened overnight, because it didn't. It's something I struggled with for so long. But what I can say is I'm proud of myself, and I'm happy that I can see myself outside of myself. So take a step outside of yourself and see what you need. Get to know yourself and see what you want, your likes, your desires. And that's what I think of when I see exit yourself. Like literally take a step back and see what the world sees about you and what they don't see about you, and what you would like for them to see about you and what you would not like for them to see about you. And lastly, access yourself. ACCESS. Access yourself. So access yourself, that's going to be the biggest one. Like once you get through those other three things, then of course you open up this big opportunity to access yourself. You are a resource. Use you. You let all these other people use you, and you're not using yourself to the best of your ability. I don't know. I'm freestyling this, but I'm just saying, use you while you're letting everybody else do it. But at the end of the day, that's okay, because you always, what you fail to realize when you're thinking that you're not getting nowhere in life, as long as you pay attention to those little bitty moments what disappoint you and those little moments that make you feel like you're not progressing, pay attention to those, because it's going to be one day when you do the opposite of that. Like, I used to be very violent, in a sense, when I get angry. Now, I still get angry, and I get angry to the same degree, but I'm not violent. So, it's a difference. Like, and I feel really good about that. Nobody can tell me that I'm violent. Like, I will get upset, but I will not harm you. I will not hurt you unless I have to. But if it's no reason for it, and it's not cause for it, and you ain't doing nothing to me, I'll just be mad at you. I probably will. I probably go on about my business, and you probably won't hear from me. But at the end of the day, I'm proud to say that the person that you could have said I was just a couple of years ago, if you pissed me off, I'm not that person today. New Year's, new me. So same for you. New year, new you. Whatever it is, take your small successes into your grand, big